Today I got me some SanDisk, 64 gigabyte. It takes video capture, which is what I need. 64 gigabyte. Got two of them. I need to get back here. Need to. Well, not that. I know what I'm trying to do, but it won't. There it is. There. Turn that on. So I can flip it around, like so. It don't want to flip. There. But that's the wrong way to flip because it's upside down. Now it's right side up.
Yeah, we're gonna record I got a minute. So we can finish capturing this video. What are you in the mood doing? Huh? It just vanished. The moon vanished. Mm-hmm. Completely. See you at the top.
Hi YouTube, I took a picture of the moon this morning. I made a video first. It was a full moon, but it was far away, so I had to turn my camera off and then turn it on and zoom in before I started recording. That's the only way I can zoom. In between those two videos, which I'm about to upload, I took a picture. Since when does the moon look like Pac-Man? I mean, there's no Pac-Man moon. You know, we got full moon, quarter moon, crescent moon, all those different half moon type things, but Pac-Man moon. Well, anyway, this was happening as it was.
She's got a whole bunch of them. I just need to find the one that she did. It's in there somewhere. See, that's the Pac-Man one, but she was filming it. Maybe it's this one.
Okay, I just did a video. The moon was full. Now look. It is disappearing as we speak, y'all. All right, that's freaking me out. Look. Do y'all see how it's disappearing as we speak? Y'all see this? What is up? It was a full moon. It's gone. Alright, that ain't even kosher. I see no clouds at all. Is there an eclipse? Somebody tell me. 6 o'clock in the morning, the moon was full. It has completely disappeared. And I see no clouds, nothing. That is the oddest thing, but I'm glad I caught it on camera.
Moon disappears before my eyes in just minutes. Hologram? No, it's undercoat 7 methods. To my knowledge, she was the first one that had that on YouTube. Some kind of UFO disappeared right before it. Moon disappears before my eye. Let's see what that one is.
Liberty Mutual customizes. Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk? Right there.
I think I need to cut the light off. Except for the one that's... Camera's spinning too fast. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to hold Patrick Raven. I was busy.
Who's strange? Huh? Yes,
He's trying to adjust it, but it won't adjust. He's trying to get the moon in focus. What? Well, where does the moon vanish? Where did it vanish? The moon vanished? I don't see where it vanished. Maybe it did and it just came back. I don't know. Maybe it caught it when it was about gone and then it came back. I don't know. Now this one I know. Come on, wire. Get out of the way. I had this perfect yesterday. I need to get the one that she was doing before that, because I already got that one. It's got to be here somewhere. It says the original. Here it is.
On the side.
The original disappearing and reappearing moon video.
Oh man, it's already set on right here. Who is that always in there? What the hell?
It's an eclipse.
But it's not supposed to be until the 20th.
Let me try to go to the
On the
beginning.
side. It was at the bottom long ago.
Oh man, it's already set on right here. Who is that always in there? What the hell?
It's an eclipse.
But it's not supposed to be until the 20th. But why was it like, wasn't even right, it wasn't even normal, like, it was a half of a crescent moon?
When?
When I first came out here, when I first turned on my camera. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I know. Just like it when I first opened the door and went away. And I was like, what the? I thought maybe cloud cover, moving across it and covering it up.
look at the top of it.
Yeah, I know. Top one up there and sit on it.
Look what it's doing. Look at the bottom of it now.
See how it's moving down?
Holy shit. Go get me the batteries out of the charger. They're probably not charged, but... why does it keep turning like purple and... Look! Alright, eclipses don't come and go. I mean, they do, but you know what I mean. They
They
don't.
only move in one direction.
Right? Oh, shit. Okay.
See, all you can see while ago, see how the bottom little bright part right there? That's about all you can see while ago when I opened up the doors.
That's freaking creepy looking. Is that a plane up there? What's that? Is that a plane?
Coming.
Y'all going away.
Right up there.
Yeah, it's going away from us.
Nothing in the camera really, but you...
No, I know. Something's weird about the moon. Okay, so why is it that I can't zoom in anymore than this? When that one night I could see, you know, which I guess maybe it is the same, it was just a bigger moon. I need a tripod. Stop it. Baby. With all the shit moving around, do you see all the little lines moving around? On the screen? Oh, shit. See what I'm talking about? arms down. Hang on. Where the hell did it go? Damn it. There it is. Oh, heck.
Yeah, I see the airplane flying around.
Baby, there's something blinking.
Yeah, it's an airplane.
Is that a plane? Baby! Where are you?
He probably went inside. Supposedly he's been watching it disappear and reappear. Then he just told his wife. His wife got the camera out and got to see the same thing, but get it on camera.
Hello, Moon. What the hell are you doing? Could you not hear me? What were you? Okay, well, there was something flying around it and a light blinking.
But you was talking about food. Three over there. Like, right before I walked out,
But it was just a
headed right there.
clear light blinking, and it wasn't really like...
Yeah, by the time I got that far away, you couldn't see the rest of the lights.
How do you know? You didn't even see what I saw.
I'm talking about when I was walking away.
Shit.
It was just about over there to it.
Just can't keep it in the damn viewfinder. What are we watching? What's on TV?
No. And watch mine if I can get it. Mine's in here somewhere. Just look at mine at YouTube. Go to YouTube and go at BillGreen4003. At BillGreen4003, then type in Moon Shapes in the Sky Copperfield in the YouTube search engine, or Google, or Facebook, or TikTok, you name it. Look for this one right here. 3076 Moon Shapes in the Sky Copperfield. Already I got 1.6K views 1 year ago. If I can find it, says I got 12 likes, 1,642 views. I took it at, I videoed it at January 5th of 2024 at 3:15 a.m. in the morning. Jesus woke me up at the right time. I need to flip it around so I can, come on, flip, there. So first I was doing raise the platform higher up or go over the left or right like I laid it on a turntable, and at a certain time I'll see a purple line laser go across. Then I'll know that no, Copperfield and his crew are doing high tech, so I try to keep it steady. See, there's a purple starting, but I don't notice it then. But at a certain time I will notice it. That's when I notice it, because now I'm keeping it steady. I'm thankful to Jesus Christ, Lord, Savior God. God woke me up at 3:15 a.m. in the morning to catch David Sitcock and Copperfield, Jewish-born and born-again Christian illusionist, brother in Christ, and his illusion crew helpers, rehearsing making the moon vanish. Andre Cole created 7 methods in the 1970s, and he gave it to Copperfield and his crew, and he's excited that David is going to breathe life into his illusion and make it a reality. Not too long ago, Andre Cole got promoted to heaven, so I'm sure when Copperfield does that special in the Tad Future on CBS, a longer event, and the finale, the moon vanish, I'm sure either in the credits or verbally or both would mention that it was Andre Kroll that created the 7 methods to make the moon disappear in the 1970s, and that Copperfield said he himself wanted to do it as a kid. So everything is going full circle. I'm sure before Andre Kroll passed away, Copperfield showed him that it's working. In 1980s, I forgot what country, Hawaii or Alaska, telescopes the mystery of the vanishing moon for a few seconds and it reappeared. To this day, they said it's a mystery and they don't know why it disappeared. The moon disappeared. Well, once Copperfield does the moon vanish, I think everything will become clear. Copperfield and them were going to do it in February 2024, but he got more sponsors to make it a longer event, to sponsor him doing it. And Copperfield wants to go in a rural area in public schools and hand kids telescopes so they can look up in the sky, in other words, the moon, and dream big. Miles Pitwell said, use Elon Musk's 60-something Wi-Fi wireless Starlink satellites to block the sunlight from going to the moon. Kenny Rock Church member said, easy, just reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. And Mike Rock, his brother, said, church member says, well, whatever he's using, it's going to be high-tech and it's going to be an illusion. Yep, that's true. It's going to be an illusion. Keep looking up at the moon. I said, don't worry, Mike Rock. I've been doing that as I'm going out of the foyer church door of Good News Baptist Church on Chesapeake, Virginia, 3252 Taylor Road. Anyway, what was it? Trying to think. Bob Schofield and Catherine and Ashley and Raven, they all have ideas too, including a foil mirror in outer space to reflect the sunlight back to the sun with the foil mirror, and that way it doesn't go to the moon. And Bob Schofield said something like Kenny Rock, but go in more detail. Use flying helicopter drones, Elon Musk's, and on the dark side of the moon, and take the mirrors and reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. Kenny Rock said the same thing, but said it shorter. Said it a shorter way of saying it, but the same concept. And Tommy Story said, do like Star Trek does. Take a satellite in outer space and beam a black laser onto the moon. And I said, like a black light laser beam onto the moon. And Chris Kinnear mentioned about Venta Black. It absorbs the most light. You can put a Coke bottle in front of it, and you wouldn't see the Coke bottle. So Chris Kinnear even said Venta Black. So if Venta Black and other colors absorb the most light, as Chris Kinnear says, one of Cupfood crew helpers, he says, I don't even care if Cupfood's watching this video. I go, wow, he's brave. And Tony Campbell shook his head as he's saying, yeah, he's very brave. Anyway, I said, well, just take a high-tech Venta Black shadow black laser beam onto the moon to give the illusion the moon's vanishing and reappearing. And Dave Duncan, our friend, says, do the same concept, Bill, but put it in a clear military cloaking balloon high in the atmosphere and beam a Venta Black shadow laser beam onto the moon. Bob Scobie said you could even use a big solar panel in outer space to block out the sunlight from going to the moon. But Bob Schofield said, well, if Cuffer's going to make the moon disappear, I'm going to make the sun disappear. I go, Bob, don't do that. It'll be pitch dark. Someone would say, all right, who didn't pay the light bill? Dave Duncan said that one time to a Sunday school teacher. It was something where it was dark for so many hours or something, and Dave said, I guess they forgot to pay the light bill. And the Sunday school teacher says, what could I know you, Dave Duncan, you like to joke around, or I would have took you seriously. See, Miles Pitwell said, use Elon Musk, Tesla's 60-something Wi-Fi wireless Starlink satellites to block the sunlight from going to the moon. You could use Guy Kramer's bending light and visibility nanobots metamaterials. Hyper stealth core. And water bends light in water too. You put a pencil or pen in it, light bends. Mr. Bryant noticed I looked at that science book about that, shows that pencil bending in water. Eventually he says, Bill, I know you've been staring at that. Oh, you did? You notice that? Why were you staring at it? I said, there's something there, but I just can't get it. And someone else, Guy Kramer and now some others, are realizing how it works. Many years later, when YouTube was created. But when Mr. Bryant, the science teacher, YouTube wasn't created. I don't even think Google was. But once the internet started popping up, everybody been sharing their ideas. See, the moon disappeared. But now the moon's coming back. It looks like a tiny star in the sky. And then gradually it'll look like Pac-Man. See, now it looks like Pac-Man. Looks like Pac-Man moon. Looks like a Pac-Man moon. If nobody knows what Pac-Man is, look up Pac-Man cartoon. And also it started as a video game arcade, and video game Nintendo, I think, or something like that. Arcade games, even in stores, the kids can put money in and play a game of Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Super Pac-Man. And all those characters became a cartoon TV series, along with Frogger and all that became cartoon. And Q*bert and some others that were video games first. Sonic the Hedgehog, and it became a Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. And the voice of Sonic is the guy that plays Urkel on Family Matters. And he made an appearance on Dancing with the Stars. And talk shows and all that. Something about he likes hamburger. So they made a big hamburger, a birthday cake, because it was his birthday.
2024. Friday.
Friday, okay, yeah. See, slowly it's going to come back to the same size moon again.
The moon, so he's going back again.
Yeah, I have a camera that goes 90 times zoom. I'm grateful to Jesus to have a camera that goes 90 times zoom.
Great, I just pulled a muscle in my leg. That's not
P.J. Parker,
okay, where'd it go?
Philip Parker and Tony Parker's son, when I showed him this, he goes, wow, you got it even closer. I said, yeah, I got a camera that goes 90 times zoom. I'm thankful to Jesus I got a camera that provided me it goes 90 times zoom. See, now the moon's back. At a certain point, a line will come down. That people have also seen lines going down the moon. I want to get to the part where that line starts coming down it. It's not too far.
Aluminum foil mirrors over it, or steel scrim netting over it. Get connected to NASA, Elon Musk, and being stealthy black drones to reflect the foil mirror of the dark side of the moon into the front of it. And some people said just get connected to the International Space Station and take the state scrim netting or a mirror to cover the moon. Some suggested just use a projector of a moon and a large version of Pepper's Ghost in a glass in the sky.
Or a blue room. It's similar to a Pepper's Ghost.
They can't be seen. Some say use a laser Susan turntable and move to another location. And I'm thinking, well, you could use the whole platform and rise it up in the air, sun meets the horizon, and look like it's gone. Or you could use water. Water bends light around an object that hides a pencil or a pen in a bottled water at certain angles. And also, you can use Guy Kramer's metamaterials that'll hide a soldier. They're metamaterials nanobots. Guy Kramer's corpse. Invisibly nanobots that can hide a soldier, a building, in this case the moon. It'll hide the subject or object, but reflect the background perfectly. But it would hide the moon, the building, or the soldier, whoever you're trying to hide the person or object in. Or you can get a glass that bends light also. And Tommy Sperry's niece said you could use a laser hologram. The government does got holograms. You can reach out and touch them. And you can got this other kind called Project Bluebeam. Others say use a military stealthy blimp, put a projector in it, and reflect a beam of a moon in the sky and cut it off. It'll look like it's gone. Or you can use a special dark spray that makes it like the moon's gone. If you're doing it at nighttime, you use a blue kind of spray. At nighttime, you use a dark kind of spray.
Nighttime spray and daytime spray with tiny particle mirrors in it to spray in the sky.
In some cases, you use something gigantic balloons and it'll look like the moon and then float it away. Like you got that Las Vegas sphere thing. It could be a moon or the earth. Just make a larger version of it. Could use the blue room. It's similar to the Pepper's Ghost idea. Pepper's Ghost over there. I know Jasper Mask and the War Magician. That Steve Cohen, the one industry channel in Frontroy also. You could use those 20 searchlights that have split mirrors in it. And when it spins, the canal, Suez Canal River looks like it's literally vanished.
Yeah, the separated mirrors and
Army tank,
20 searchlights aimed up in the air, and they're separated, and they spin it around like a strobe effect. Makes like the Suez Canal look like it's disappeared. Jasper Mask and the War Losing.
Contract shows either 8 or 9 military army tanks vanished by him in the lights towards like a whitewash idea. Looks like it's going. Same concept to make
Yes, aim the lights toward us to make 8 or 9 army tanks vanish at night. Frontroy did it and explain it. And then Steve Cohen did a history channel on the War Magician, Jasper Mask and the War Magician and the Magic Gang also. And he used a military jeep to do the same thing. Aim the searchlights towards us. I think it was only one searchlight this time. And then you couldn't see the jeep because our eyes got dilated. It looked like it was gone. I need to get it to where the thing is coming down with a black line. A little further. It's in there somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Maybe it's further down. Or did I pass it? I can't tell if I passed it or not. Oh no, in a minute. Oh, there it is, right there. Here it comes. Yeah, I'm glad I waited, because now, not only did I see it look like it's splitting up in pieces and vanish, and then look like a tiny star, then look like Pac-Man, then back to normal. Potential spam, it says. This is potential spam. It doesn't say refrigerator guy. Okay. Oh, it's about disability benefits. I'm holding on to Miss Story's phone in case the refrigerator guys called to let us know when they're coming tomorrow in the morning or noon or night or whatever. But we got everything out of Bobby Story and Tommy Story's fridge, put some in Mrs. Story's and mine refrigerator, and the rest we put in the garage somewhere that don't need to be frozen.
And make it a reality. This is 30 years in the making. And even someone said, actually, even though you were thinking about 1990s, when you were telling everybody 1990s that Copper was going to make the moon disappear using 100 code 7 methods, he was talking about it in the 1980s too.
Yeah, it was a drummer guy
and his crew have
on
been working on
YouTube.
it for a long time, using 100 codes. 7-method idea concepts. And David Copperfield is David J. Cuckham, and he's a Jewish born, but he's a born again Christian brother in Christ too. So he and Andre Cole always talked about ideas and stuff. You know, all of their losing crew shared ideas, including Doug Henning. They were friends too.
I don't know if Doug
Andre
would.
Cole got promoted to heaven.
I don't know if Doug
I
Henning
don't
was
know
saved, but
Doug
hopefully
Henning was saved,
he
but
was.
no, hopefully he was.
Hopefully Debbie Henning, his wife, she's still around. I just pray she gets saved if she's not saved yet.
Debbie Henning is saved too, hopefully. And everybody's whole family tree. Pray that Chloe, Gosling, Copperfield, and Audrey Copperfield, Sky Copperfield, David Copperfield Jr., which his real name is Dalton Copperfield.
There's no more after that. So my just
Copperfield says if you see something weird in the sky, tag him on his social media, Facebook, Twitter, what it's now called X, because Elon Musk bought it, X.